Here are some fun facts about Georgia, covering history, geography, culture, and more. Georgia is the peach state, but it's not the #1 peach producer. Despite its nickname, Georgia is actually outproduced by California and South Carolina in peach production. However, Georgia's peaches are famous for their sweetness and quality, thanks to the state's climate and soil. The oldest state-chartered university in the United States. The University of Georgia, often called UGA, was chartered in 1785, making it the first public university in the United States. It played a major role in establishing the model for public higher education. Coca-Cola was invented in Atlanta. One of the world's most famous beverages, Coca-Cola, was created by Dr. John S. Pemberton in 1886 in Atlanta. The original formula contained cocaine from coca leaves, hence the name, though this was later removed. Today, the World of Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta attracts millions of visitors. Home to the world's busiest airport, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport has been the world's busiest airport by passenger volume for more than 2 decades. It's a major hub for domestic and international travel, connecting millions of people each year. Georgia is the birthplace of Martin Luther King Jr. Civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta in 1929. His childhood home, along with the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Site, is preserved as a tribute to his legacy. Savannah is one of the most haunted cities in the US. With its historic cemeteries, Civil War history, and old mansions, Savannah is considered one of America's most haunted cities. Ghost tours are extremely popular, with visitors reporting eerie encounters in locations like the Sorrel Weed House and Bonaventure Cemetery. Georgia has its own version of the Grand Canyon. The Providence Canyon, known as Georgia's Little Grand Canyon, was actually formed due to poor farming practices in the 1800s. The erosion created dramatic orange, red and pink canyon walls, making it one of the state's most unique natural wonders. The Masters Golf Tournament is held in Georgia. One of the most prestigious golf tournaments in the world, the Masters, is held annually at Augusta National Golf Club. The event is famous for its green jacket tradition, beautiful azaleas, and strict membership policies. Stone Mountain is the largest exposed granite rock in the world. Located near Atlanta, Stone Mountain is a giant quartz monzonite dome and home to the largest bas-relief sculpture in the world depicting Confederate leaders Robert E. Lee, Jefferson Davis, and Stonewall Jackson. The mountain is also a major site for hiking, laser shows, and historical exhibits. Georgia has become a film industry powerhouse, often called Yallywood, due to its growing dominance in movie production. Movies and shows like Stranger Things, The Walking Dead, Avengers Endgame, and Black Panther were filmed in the state. The tax incentives offered by Georgia have made it one of the top filming locations in the world. The Okefenokee Swamp, covering over 438,000 acres, is the largest blackwater swamp in North America. It is home to thousands of species, including alligators, turtles, and rare birds. The name Okefenokee comes from a Native American term meaning land of trembling earth. Founded in 1732 by James Oglethorpe, Georgia was the last of the original 13 British colonies. It was originally intended as a debtors' colony, where people from England who owed money could start fresh. The Vidalia onion is the sweetest onion in the world. Georgia is famous for Vidalia onions, which are legally required to be grown in Vidalia, Georgia. They are known for their exceptionally mild and sweet flavour due to the region's low sulphur soil. The first gold rush in the United States happened in Georgia, not California. Before the famous California gold rush of 1849, the first gold rush in America took place in Dahlonega, Georgia in 1828. The town still celebrates its gold mining history with the Dahlonega Gold Museum and Gold Rush Days Festival every year. The Appalachian Trail starts in Georgia. One of the most famous hiking trails in the world, the Appalachian Trail, or AT, begins at Springer Mountain, Georgia. The trail stretches for 2,190 miles all the way to Mount Catard in Maine. Georgia has a unique time capsule to be opened in the year 8113. The Crypt of Civilization, located at Oglethorpe University in Atlanta, is considered the world's first modern time capsule. It was sealed in 1940 and is designed to remain closed until the year 8113. It contains a collection of artifacts from the early 20th century, including a wind-up phonograph and recordings of speeches by world leaders. Georgia is a fascinating state with a rich history, diverse landscapes, and a unique culture. Which fact surprised you the most?